Alright, we are out here today with this bad boy, which is a ton of fun in a small package. Heckler and Koch SP5 SBR, because I feel like this one just had to have the A2 stock. I love the classic look. And what's the point of a PCC if we can't put a can on it? I've got a Deadair Wolfman rolling on the tri-lug, which is just the chef's kiss for mounting. There we go, we're on. Heckler and Koch SP5 SBR. My configuration, I've got the Deadair Wolfman up front. Got an XPS 2-1, which is kind of cool. Just a single dot, which I think on a subgun is great. B&T low mount, surplus A2 stock. Picked it up from Gatewood Supply, quite a bit cheaper than some of the HK price stuff you see. Anyway, enough yapping. Let me find a magazine. See if it works. So good. It is so good. Let's shoot some more. So why is it so good? Big thing, roller delayed blowback. So most PCCs you can kind of get out on the market, almost all of them are what's called direct blowback. So it's 9mm, for example, 45s. So what those are doing, like the Scorpion, the B&T GHM9, if you got one in the truck, I was gonna get out later. Just kind of most of those, they use, like I said, direct blowback. What that does is it relies on the weight of the bolt to keep that bolt closed during the ignition, so you don't get out of battery detonation. I can speak. So it uses the weight to keep that bolt shut. So that's why they're heavy. Sometimes the recoil impulse can be pretty chunky because there's a big old chunky bolt moving back. Uses that weight to keep it shut. As pressure builds high enough to unlock the action, unlocks, cycles, rinse, repeat. MP5 and a lot of Heckler and Koch stuff use what's called roller delay blowback. There are these two little cams on the side of the bolt. The bolt is much more what I would say normal size. And when the gun's fired, the pressure's building, you have a normal size bolt, it's not heavy, but what's holding that bolt shut are those two little cams, and they have two little, you can pinch them in. And those two little kind of ears, for lack of a better term, are what hold that bolt shut during the firing sequence. And then when the pressure is high enough, they shut, unlocking the bolt, cycle. That's when you can really get after it. But what that does is you don't have that huge bolt, all that mass moving backwards, so you get just a insanely pleasant recoil impulse, which is what makes these so much fun to shoot. But what else are PCC, especially 945, really good at, besides the obvious stuff? The can. So 9mm, your 115, 124 grain is almost always gonna be supersonic out of a normal barrel at, I'm at about 1,000 feet, elevation here. I've got some 147s. These are subsonic. So I'm gonna run a couple supers first. So just 124s. I'm gonna put 4 of those in. And I got 4 subs in here. And what you're really gonna notice is with the supers, got that wet. The supers, you're gonna hear the crack. The gun itself is pretty quiet, but you're gonna hear the crack of the round. That's it breaking the sound barrier. That's the same with, if you shoot your AR with the can, you get that crack, super loud crack. So we've got 4 shots with the crack, a lot of crack. It'll be 4 sub, and it's gonna be a pretty astounding difference. I'm gonna back up just a hair, let the camera pick up a lot of it. I'm gonna put these in the dirt so you can really hear it. 4 supers coming up. subs. That is comically quiet. That's phenomenal. God, this cannon. The subs are too much fun. More 147s. These are gonna be on the plate rack. Simply the magazine, but let's enjoy the natural sounds. Comically quiet. The loudest thing I could hear was the action just going da-da-da-da-da. Only had one mag. Whoops.